Diaz, of course, lining up side by side as they so often do in the Premier League for Manchester City. I would wager that there should be a decent partnership there on the right-hand side of the back four. The ball swept to the right-hand side here, and Cristiano Ronaldo has his first involvement in play, and it's to have a heavy touch, lose the ball and bundle down a Ghana player. It's out for a throw-in unless a free kick's been given, which wouldn't be unreasonable. And it is indeed a free kick to Ghana. So Baba's going to take this free kick for us. In fact, he makes way for his teammates, and it's Siuu who hits this one towards the box. It gets to the D and it's headed away. He's then picked up by the original free kick taker, Baba, who plays it back to Siuu. And now Ghana back in their own half, all the way back to the goalkeeper at Ziggy. Puts his foot on the ball and taunts the Portuguese players forward before hitting it long, and it's over everybody, and takes 4 bounces before reaching the edge of the box and landing at the feet of the Portuguese goalkeeper, who drops it to Danilo. It's now with Ruben Diaz. Goes towards the halfway line. It's played out to the right-hand side for Gonzalo. He's put under pressure by Baba and plays it back to Ruben Diaz. Diaz tries again to go to the right for Gonzalo. In fact, there's a free kick being given. I don't think he'd even made contact with Gonzalo. He's put him under some pressure there, but the referee saying that there was contact and decides to bring it back for the free kick. 2 feet inside the Portuguese half on the right-hand side of play. It's swept across to the left-hand side for Danilo. He plays a 1-2 with Guerrero on the wing. And now Danilo on the left-hand side, central position in the middle of the Portuguese half. It's played out to Bernardo Silva, who left foot pops the ball over the head of Williams. Back to Danilo. He plays a short ball into Bruno Fernandes. It's a 1-2, and then the ball chipped down the left-hand side, looking for Otavio, and he's got there ahead of Siuu, and what a corner for Portugal. Bruno Fernandes goes over to take it. He's now left it. They're going to go left-footed instead here. It's Ruben Diaz to take it. It swings into the near post, it's headed away, comes to the edge of the box, and it's a speculative effort towards goal from Bernardo Silva. It's wide of the near post. 4 minutes gone, Portugal 0, Ghana 0. Goal kick here to Ghana. Well, Cristiano Ronaldo, everybody's talking about him for what you'd argue is all the wrong reasons, but he is the first man to take part in 10 World Cup and European Championships. Iñaki Williams has made a record of his own today. He's played 248 consecutive La Liga games without missing a single one. And they go head-to-head today. Goal kick's taken, and they look to go down the right-hand side here, Ghana. They put the ball out of play for a Portugal throw-in. And João Felix receives the throw-in and wins another throw-in a couple of yards further forward. They all count. Portugal trying to go down the same wing, but it's hooked away. This will be picked up on the far side here by João Gonzalo. To Neves. Bruno Fernandes across to... Who is that? Oh, it's Bernardo Silva on the far side. He leaves it for João Felix. Felix keeps running and running and running, gets into the box in between 2 defenders, and eventually one of them gets a vital touch to take it away from the striker's feet, and Ghana can now try and break away. Neves has stolen the ball off him, and they had a shot, and it's blocked at source, but that was too slow. It was Partey in the middle who was dispossessed. More alert than that. Neves comes back to take the ball from the goalkeeper. Now Portugal go to the halfway line on the right-hand side. João Gonzalo tries to feed it through to Fernandes. It's a 1-2. Now back to Fernandes, who's just gone under the radar, made some space. Looks to swing it in across the box. It's over here though. João Felix is nowhere near that. He's going to bounce out to play for a goal kick by the corner flag. So 6.5 minutes gone, and it is still goalless. In fact, I think it might have just gone out for a throw-in rather than a goal kick. Taken. Ghana try and get towards the halfway line. They've given it away midway in their own half here. It's played back by Portugal to Gonçalo in the centre circle. He plays it to Ruben Neves, also in the centre circle, just to his left. It's now played outside to the left on the halfway line to Danilo. He leaves it for Guerreiro. So twisting and turning there as he tries to get around Ayew. Ghana in more of a 5-3-2 since kick-off, with Ayew and Williams leading the line in a striking partnership. Portugal here on the ball again, running towards their own goal. Played across to Diaz on the edge of the 18-yard box, plays it back to the goalkeeper, now out to Danilo on the left of the box. Ayew closes him down. Oh, he stuttered a bit over the ball there. For a minute, it looked like he was going to trip over the ball. He managed to hook it away under pressure. And that certainly wasn't his intention. Now Ghana have the ball back in possession defensively. Play it back to the goalkeeper, Atizigi. So 1-2 with Joku. And then hit long past the halfway line. Headed back across the halfway line by Danilo. Ghana still in possession. That's a lovely ball to the right-hand side and a great timed run by Kudos. And he crosses in. There's nobody there. And the goalkeeper will collect that one comfortably. Play the ball out to the left-hand side. They get to the halfway line, stop the play, then play it back down the left-hand side. It's now with Danilo. He's in a central left position in the Portuguese half. Plays it out to the touchline on the left. 10 yards from the halfway line, and Guerreiro. It's a nice bit of link-up play there from Bruno Fernandes to get the ball to Ruben Diaz, who goes across to the right-hand side of the centre circle. It's helped on now all the way to Gonçalo. Gonçalo cuts in field, plays the ball in. It's prodded away by the toe of Kudos. And now Abdul Samed across to Partey. Partey's being held off here by Bernardo Silva. Manages to get the ball to Siuu. Now Amati to Juku. Forward to Kudos. Heavy touch, gives the ball away. Portugal are in here. 1-on-1 for Ronaldo. Goes in with the keeper. Collision. And it's out for a goal kick. Ronaldo, being Ronaldo, does that smirk that he does whenever a decision goes against him, even when it's clearly the wrong decision. It was a well-timed run, though, from Ronaldo. It was a poor touch. The goalkeeper slides out, wins the ball, and Ronaldo then clatters into him with momentum, and it goes off Ronaldo and out for a goal kick. 10 minutes gone. Portugal 0, Ghana 0. The goal kick is taken short, and there's 3 red shirts on the edge of the box that all move straight in as it's taken, and they manage to somehow dink it out to the left here, Ghana, and get it down the wing and win a throw-in, in fact, as well, just in front of the technical area, midway through the Portuguese half. And I was about to criticise that as a really unnecessary risk, but actually they got themselves into a good area there by inviting that pressure and chipping the ball over the top. It is a risky game to play, but you fancy if they can do that successfully, if it pays off, they might have a chance of getting in behind in this game. Portugal have possession back though now, and it's chipped into the middle, and the header out from Otavio leads to a foul from Partey. Portugal take the free kick quickly. There was 3 red shirts over a quickly taken short free kick there, and you've got to question why. Goes out to the left-hand side. Here's Danilo, plays it down the line. Oh, that's a lovely back heel, looking to try and release Guerreiro, but he Didn't get there ahead of Siuu, and it's now turned back to the goalkeeper, who hits it up first time into the centre circle. Chested down by Siuu. There's a neat 1-2 there with Kudus. Ghana now forced back into their own right-back position. Here's Amati. Short pass to his left for Juku. And Amati once again. Party with a good turn in the middle of the park, and just as he looks to play the ball, he's tripped. Referee says play on, and Portugal turn over possession here onto the left-hand side with João Felix. Looking to try and dink the ball into the box. He's held off by Abdul Salem. He plays it to the left-hand side instead. Here's Bernardo Silva. A little bit of space here, weighs up his options, runs in field, then plays a short pass into the edge of the box. A 1-2, and then they look to try and chip it in for Ronaldo. It's blocked at source. Comes back to a Portuguese player though. And still on the ball they are. It's a nice ball down the left-hand side for Bernardo Silva. And as he tries to turn the ball in, it's turned behind for a corner. Good slide block there from Joku. The corner's taken quickly. He comes across for Ronaldo. Free headers, put it wide. That caught everybody out. They took that very quickly, and it was drilled just right across the face of goal. Ronaldo at the far post couldn't make contact with this. Short corner, dinked in by Guerreiro. He did make contact, in fact. He jumped up highest. And it's basically an open goal for him when he makes contact. But he gets a thin contact on the ball, and it's wide of the far post. Well, he's getting in the right positions, Ronaldo, but he's not doing anything with it. That's two great chances he's had in this game already. 13 minutes gone, goalless it remains. Goal kick taken, right-footed, swings to the left, goes past the halfway line. Ruben Neves jumps up and battles in the air against Kudus, and the ball does land to a Portuguese teammate, so you would argue he's won that aerial battle. And after a little bit of head tennis there, the loose ball is picked up by Gonzalo, who switches the play to the left-hand side. Here's Guerreiro, drops it back to Danilo. Inside the Portuguese half, on the left-hand side of play. Drops it to Neves. Neves goes across the middle of the half. And it's now with Bernardo Silva on this near side. He swings it back into the Portuguese box in the D with Ruben Diaz. Plays it out to Danilo. 1-2 back to Diaz, who hasn't moved. And then he drops it 2 feet forward for Bernardo Silva to run down the right of centre. Past the halfway line now with Bruno Fernandes. So 1-2 with Felix. And then it's swung to the left-hand side. And now Guerreiro looking to get this one into the box. Decides to run in field. He's been pressured here by Siuu. Drops it to Ruben Neves. Plays it back for Fernandes in a central position. Now across to Otavio. The ball's given away here. Siuu could break. He's taken down. There's taking one for the team there. A free kick for Ghana inside their own half. Ruben Neves, the man who made the challenge. It's about 5 yards away from the edge of the centre circle. Central position here in the Ghana half. And Joku just plays it to the right back. It's now with Amati. Just got a twist and turn to try and get around João Felix here, and he has done so. And then plays it out low, looking for Siuu, who's come back and taken the ball, shielded it well against Danilo. Plays it to the right-hand side for Siuu. Back to Siuu now, who's in the right-back position, you'd argue, in the Ghana half. Swings the ball teasingly close to Cristiano Ronaldo. Across to Salisu, who plays it out to Baba on the left-hand side. That's a great ball forward. It's a poor touch, though. And Williams can't quite take that one down on the edge of the box. That was a brilliant ball to release him. If he'd taken a decent touch there, the keeper's off his line as well. Danilo would have been behind him, struggling to get a foot in. That could have been a very tasty chance indeed. So Danilo here for Portugal on the left-hand side. Plays it all the way back to the goalkeeper. 16 minutes gone already in this one. Ronaldo with 2 half chances, which he should have done better with. In fact, I'd say they were better than half chances. They were 2 decent chances. But no other goal-mouth action as yet. Here's Danilo, just shy of the halfway line. Plays it out to the touchline on the left. It's played back in now for Ruben Neves. Helped on to Gonzalo on the right-hand side by Bernardo Silva. Ronaldo tries to play a 1-2 and gives the ball away. Then picks up the loose ball to give Portugal back possession. Bruno Fernandes senses the danger and hits it early to switch the play to the left-hand side. Here's Guerreiro. He's got João Felix on the touchline in support, uses him. Looks up towards goal, comes in field and then chips one out to the right-hand side. It's a lovely ball to Gonzalo. Gonzalo takes the touch and plays it into the box. Well weighted, but headed away comfortably by Juku. Partey's now won the ball in the middle of the park. Here's Kudus. Slides it through, looking for Williams. He's found it. Good touch from him. Plays it out to the left-hand side. That's a nice bit of play here from Ghana. And another good ball, looking to try and get it back to Williams, but it's overhit. Williams knows, leaves it, and it rolls comfortably to the goalkeeper. Rolled out to Danilo, who plays it out to the left-hand side for Guerreiro. Short ball infield to Ruben Neves, now into the centre circle for Portugal. Played back to Danilo, and Neves involved as well, just to the right of the centre circle in the Portuguese half. Gonzalo goes past the halfway line on the right, then plays it back into the centre circle with Ruben Dias. Out to the left in Guerreiro. Drops back for Bernardo Silva, and now Ruben Neves rather. Let's try and cross the ball in. He switches the play to the right-hand side for Guerreiro. Here's Gonzalo. It's a 1-2 with Otavio. Back to Bruno Fernandes. And now back in the Portuguese half with Ruben Dias. Play to the left. Here's Guerreiro. Back to Neves. Back to Danilo. First touch. Sweeps it right-footed across to Bruno Fernandes. He finds Otavio on the touchline on the right-hand side. So 1-2 with Ronaldo. Now back with Bruno Fernandes. Chipped into the centre circle. Danilo waits for it to roll out to the left. Plays it forward to João Felix. And now Neves on the halfway line. Otavio. Gonzalo on the right. Back in the Portuguese half now. Just to the right of the centre circle with Ruben Dias. Now to the left of the centre circle with Danilo. 1-2 with Bernardo Silva. Neves now to the left-hand side for Guerreiro. Nice touch with the outside of the boot in for Bernardo Silva. He's tripped as he's trying to move. And the referee blows to give the free kick to Portugal. It's taken quickly once again. Ruben Neves across to Bernardo Silva, who's in the centre circle in the Ghana half. 1-2 with Danilo. Back in the Portuguese half we go. Played forward to Gonzalo. And there's a triangle of Ghanese players there, putting Portugal under pressure and forcing them back towards the edge of their own box. Portugal with 70% of the possession. Ghana with 23%. And then we've got that 7% in contest, as we're used to seeing in this World Cup. Ghana in possession now. Some pressure being put on by Bruno Fernandes, but they do clear their lines. And it's helped on in the air by Kudus, looking for Ayew, but it's back with the Portuguese defence now. They're playing out to the left-hand side for Guerreiro. Forward to Bernardo Silva, and he's forced out. Partey wins the ball and pushes it out to Danilo. And again, it's back in Portugal's half. Here's Otavio on the right-hand side of the halfway line. He's played down the line looking for Bruno Fernandes. He's bundled down and thinks it's a free kick. The referee says play on, and Ghana win a throw-in. Throw-in's taken and the ball is switched to the right-hand side. Siuu makes some way down, gets to midway through the Portuguese half before turning it back to Amati, and it's now back in Ghana's half, but in safe possession here. Abdul Samed links up the play. It's a long ball forward and it's blocked by a Portuguese defender, but it might land kindly here for Williams, and does. He tries to feed in Ayew, but it's a loose ball. It's picked up by the defence. That was a decent chance there for Ghana, because they got a man forward, could have split the defence. Now Portugal get towards the box themselves. There's João Felix on the left-hand side, being held off. Dummies a cross in, then plays it short instead to Otavia. So 1-2 back to Felix, who then looks to put the ball into the box for Ronaldo, but it's over the bar. And it's not a very good cross at all, that one, which he acknowledges. Well, we always say with World Cups that some smaller nations tend to have some unattached players who shine and might be decent acquisitions for clubs across Europe. We never expected Ronaldo to be one of those in this game, did we? Martin just shields the ball out for the Ghana goal kick here. João Felix couldn't get around him in time. We're halfway through the first half. Goalless it remains. Here come Portugal again down the left-hand side. It's a lovely threaded ball through for João Felix. Tries to get into the box, turned away here again by Ghana. They've won a free kick, in fact, as Ayew tried to turn away midway through the Ghana half. Ruben Neves adjudged to have fouled him. Conservative goal, free kick rather, taken. Goes to the right-hand side and Portugal win possession back. Danilo now in safe possession for Portugal. Plays it across to Ruben Dias. Goes to Gonçalo and now back with Danilo, who's just on the edge of the centre circle in the Portuguese half. And now to the left touchline. It's Bernardo Silva. Plays it back to Guerreiro, who looks to chip one into the box and does. It's a decent ball in. Bruno Fernandes couldn't quite get there to take it down. And it's out for a goal kick. Goal kick taken rather quickly here. And possession is given away, but they've won it back, and then they've won a free kick, in fact, because João Felix tried to win the ball back off Siuu and caught the man, but not the ball. 25 minutes gone then. Goalless it remains. We've seen a couple of big shocks already in the World Cup. Ghana will be hoping to make it a hat-trick in the opening week. Ruben Dias saying going into this game that Portugal won't be distracted by everything surrounding Cristiano Ronaldo as they look to get their World Cup campaign up and running. It's been a hot topic, of course, that interview ahead of the Group H match. Free kick taken. It's hit long and hit back by Portugal. Ghana now have the ball back with their goalkeeper. Ronaldo lurks on the edge of the box. And it curves his run towards the keeper, who then picks the ball up. Rolls it out to Siuu. Tries to thread it through the pitch. It's picked up by Ruben Neves, and now Portugal look to try and counter-attack. Referee's played advantage here for a foul on Ronaldo. It's played out to the left-hand side by Bernardo Silva, whipped in by Guerreiro, headed away by Juku. And now Ayew has the ball. Plays it back to Siuu. Siuu into Amati. Marti, with two Portuguese players to beat, manages to find his right back and play it out there. And again, though, they have to go backwards to go forwards. And Partey now has been forced into his own box with 3 red shirts waiting to take the ball off him. He does get the ball back to the keeper, who wastes no time getting that one away. It's a long ball forward. Williams challenged in the air, and it's a free kick to Portugal on Danilo. Ghanese fans in fine voice and haven't stopped dancing yet. Portugal take the free kick short, and it's down the left hand side, and they're walking down the left of the pitch. Now players switch to Gonzalo on the right hand side, being held off by Baba. And back into the centre circle and swept first touch forward by Ruben Dias to the left hand side. There's Bernardo Silva, waits the ball in, puts it into the middle. Juku heads it away comfortably. Comes back to Danilo, just inside the Ghana half. Ball played out to Otavio on the right hand side. It's a 1-2 with Bruno Fernandes, and he gets the ball in. And it's a cross by Gonzalo. He goes over everybody, picked up by Bernardo Silva, plays it to João Felix on the edge of the box, and he hits the shot. Left footed first touch, high, wide, and not very handsome on the Ghanese goal. Hit long here by the goalkeeper towards the left hand side. He goes past the halfway line. The aerial battle is won by Portugal. It lands to Gonzalo, who looks to feed in Ronaldo early. It's cleared away by the Ghanese defence. Some head tennis either side of the halfway line now. Portugal, every time there's an aerial battle, seem to have 3 players against the 1 Ghanese player, just to make sure that if they don't win it, they get the seconds on it. Partey spreads it out to the right hand side. Siuu going to try and make some progress here, and in the end he turns back, plays it to Amati. Now Partey in the centre circle, plays it to the left. A little bit more tempo here from Ghana in the last minute or two. And now to the left hand side it goes with Mbappe. Tries to play it in early, it takes a deflection, and ultimately possession is turned over in Portugal's favour. It's a nice ball out to the right hand side. It's a little bit behind Bernardo Silva. Nonetheless, he does get there, plays it into Bruno Fernandes. He's fouled, and that'll be a free kick against Abdul Samed. Free kick here to Portugal, just inside Ghana's half on the right hand side. And it is a definite foul. It's a good bit of play by Fernandes. He puts the ball past his man, and then he's blocked as he tries to continue his run. So this is around midway in the Ghana half, and about 15 yards in from the touchline. Lots of Portuguese players lurking on the edge of the box. Bernardo Silva and Bruno Fernandes both stood over this one, just to cause that confusion with the Ghana defence. Will this in or out swing? I'd like to see this swing towards the goal. A chance for a diving header. It'd be lovely to see Van Persie, yes, but it's not. It swings out to the left, and it's headed away comfortably by Amati. Ruben Neves tries to win the ball back, but a lovely bit of skill here by Siuu. Juggles the ball past him before dropping it comfortably to Amati. And then his clearance is blocked out for... Oh, it's not gone out for a throw-in. That's some good play there by João Felix to keep it in play. And Ronaldo's been let loose here in the box. He's put it in the back of the net, but everybody stopped. And the referee had already blown his whistle for a foul. Portuguese players are contesting it, but Ronaldo does his typical arrogant flounce with the hand. João Felix put it into the box, and Ronaldo, yeah, he's the barge there. He's got his arm around the mid of Juku, and then pushes with the shoulder. He's off balance, and then Ronaldo is one-on-one and puts the ball in the back of the net, but the referee had already blown his whistle for the foul. That will not stand. Here comes Ghana then. Can they add insult to injury here? It's a ball played out to the right-hand side by Baba. That's blocked though on its way to its intended target of Williams. And then Partey is adjudged to a foul, João Felix, just before the halfway line. Free kick here to Portugal, inside their own half. Free kick's taken quickly, and Cristiano Ronaldo receives it, and immediately the slightest touch on him, and he's appealing for a foul, which is ironic given he's just complained that he didn't have his goal stand because he pushed over the defender. And you could argue that it's one of those, it's a foul for some and not for others, and I'm not going to contest that. It's one of those that you see them given, but there's even less contact on him, and he kicks off and wins the free kick. So double standards there from the free agent, the man without a club. Bernardo Silva and Bruno Fernandes both over this. It's around 30 yards from goal, level with the right of the box. It's swung in and headed away by Siuu. Felix will keep an eye on this and let this go out for a corner, and does. Ruben Neves walks infield with the ball and gives it to Fernandes to take the corner. He runs over to the corner flag. Plays it short, and then it's played backwards, and it's a long ball hit over to the far side of the box, which is comfortably gathered by the goalkeeper, Ati Ziggy. And now Ghana go down the left-hand side. Here's Abdul Salem. Plays it into Partey. 1-2 back to Samed. Another 1-2 with Partey. Now Samed comes infield. Plays a nice ball forward there, looking for Williams. And as he tries to cushion it backwards, Portugal again win the ball. And as they go to break, there's a pull back there from Siuu. And again, Portugal stop and go ballistic at the referee as if someone's just been two-footed. We do see a lot of this from Portugal. And they win the free kick. Felix receives it. Turns it back to Ruben Neves. Gonzalo on the right-hand side. It's Ruben Diaz. Out to the left with Bruno Fernandes. Ronaldo picks it up, loses it. Kudos, who won the ball from Ronaldo, plays it out to the right-hand side to Siuu. Drop back to Amati. Amati into the middle here with Juku. Across to Siuu, who's got space on the left-hand side here. But no one's making a risk of a run. Everybody wanting to play it safe. He tries to chip it forward for Williams. And the ball is lost. Ghana yet to have a shot on goal. Portugal with 5. Only 1 on target, though. Here come Portugal again down the left-hand side. It's a short 1-2 with Ronaldo. I'm not sure why he came back to do that. And now Danilo into the centre circle with Ruben Neves. Lovely chip from him over to the right-hand side. Perfectly weighted. Taken down by Gonzalo. 1-2 to try and get round his man. Nice little bit of footwork from him here to make some space. Baba is equal to it, though. And ultimately, a goal. Try again. Third time lucky. Throw-in is won by Portugal, I was trying to say. Throwing short to Neves. That's a lovely turn from Otavio. Makes the space for himself. Chips it in looking for Ronaldo. And it's headed away comfortably by Ghana. This will be picked up by Danilo, though. And now João Felix to Fernandes. The edge of the box. And it's a turn and shot from Otavio. But it was a comfortable gather for the goalkeeper. João Felix was helped to his feet by Partey. Felix was trying to appeal for something. Not really sure what. I have a feeling I'll be saying that a lot about this Portuguese side today. Ball down the right-hand side, looking for Williams. He gets a chest to it, but it's a heavy touch of Ruben Diaz. Is there, although why he's left it that late, I don't know. He's let it go out for a corner. He ran out of field there. He didn't need to do that, Ruben Diaz. And Ghana have won a corner from this. So we still wait for Ghana to take this corner. Kudos has come over. Still goalless in the 37th minute of this World Cup Group H game. And it's in swinging, and it's really deep on the near post. Headed away by Ruben Neves, picked up by the corner taker Kudus, who puts another deep cross in. It's headed behind by Bruno Fernandes, and it will be another corner on the far side for Ghana. Gets a high five from the goalkeeper for that one. And it will be Baba this time to take it left-footed. Puts the signal up, and it's hit out to the edge of the 6-yard box. It's headed out to the edge of the area. Volley straight back in by Ghana. Headed away once again, and then the referee has blown to stop play for something. Assumably there's a foul in there somewhere that I didn't pick up on. Yeah, Danilo was clattered into. In fairness, it says that everyone goes for the header, and then there's a header in front of them that changes the direction of the ball. And so it just causes a bit of a pile-up in the box, but nonetheless a free kick to Portugal. It's taken short. They get to the halfway line, then play it back. Now it's played to the right-hand side with Gonzalo, who goes past the halfway line, then plays it back into his own half. And Ruben Dias, he plays it to the left-hand side for Danilo. Now out to the left with Guerrero. To Danilo, and now in the centre circle with Ruben Dias. Ruben Neves leaves it late. It's risky, but he does get the ball away. And then possession changes twice, 3 times now into Ghana's favour. Oh, it's a lovely first touch ball through, and it's a nice one too if he can get there as well. But he can't. Kudos, the instigator of that. So Portugal back in possession and in the centre circle here with Ruben Neves. Lovely chip over the top. Overhit for Fernandes though, and it goes out for a goal kick. 39 minutes played, still Portugal 0, Ghana 0. And it has been a day of very few goals so far as we approach half-time in this one. And just the one goal in the 2 games that have finished today. In Group G, Switzerland 1, Cameroon 0 was the 10 o'clock kick-off, British time. And in Group H earlier on, Uruguay 0, South Korea 0. Currently no goals at all, with a game and a half of football played in Group H. Brazil-Serbia gets underway at 7 o'clock. Portugal in possession once again. It's played back to Ruben Dias, who's midway through the Ghana half. Portugal have pressed higher up the pitch here. Danilo's the furthest back, and he's a good 10 feet inside the Ghana half. And this is where they could have come unstuck there, because Ghana hit the ball up long, and Williams chased. And there was nobody in the Portugal half, but Danilo got back and just about got it back to the goalkeeper. Wasn't the most convincing of passes back. Oh, now here's a bit of a problem. Gonzalo's tried to play out down the right-hand side, and it's a brilliant block from Kudus. He goes down the left-hand side. He's played it in field, so 1-2 out now to Baba on the left in a crossing position. He turns it back to play possession safe instead to Samed. He's now back with Siuu on the left-hand side. Drops it right onto the touchline for Baba. Baba into the middle of the half. Oh, it's a lovely back heel to take Ronaldo out of the game from Amati. Plays it forward, but under pressure is dispossessed. And now Portugal can try and counter-attack. They look to try and chip it over the top for João Felix. It's headed away. Ronaldo's in space on the left though. It's a good ball out to him. Takes his time to get there. Gets into the edge of the box. Ronaldo tries to cut behind Siuu. Turns round him, goes for goal. He's greedy there. He had options. He went for the shot and it's blocked at source. And now Ruben Neves picks the ball up. So 1-2 with Bruno Fernandes. And now back into the centre circle. Play forward for Bruno Fernandes once again. That's a good chip to the far side. It's played back in by Bruno Fernandes. Ronaldo gets in the way. And then João Felix looks to have hurt himself here as he slid in for the ball. Ronaldo got in the way there. And João Felix slid in to try and win the ball back. Committed a foul and hurt himself in the process. And Ronaldo, after getting in the way, couldn't get the ball away. Well, João Felix has done well here actually. He's slid in and he's got a touch on the ball as the defender's trying to clear it, and because he takes the touch and moves the position of the ball, the defender then hits him in the back of the calf. It'll be a free kick to Ghana. Goes over the halfway line to the left-hand side here for Barber. He loses the ball. Bruno Fernandes wins it, and then he's fouled, and it'll be a free kick to Portugal, 5 yards inside the Ghanese half, on the right-hand side of the halfway line. Bruno Fernandes takes it quickly, plays it to Ruben Neves. He sweeps it out to the left-hand side. There's Guerrero now. Chips it into the middle. Fernandes, lovely deft touch for João Felix. He's bundled down, but the defender did win the ball. And Ghana now look to try and break themselves. That's a lovely bit of footwork here from Kudus. He's eventually pulled down and wins a free kick in his own half, but he juggled the ball beautifully there past two Portuguese players. Free kick's taken quickly, trying to catch Portugal unaware here to the left-hand side for Barber, but he's closed down too quickly. Plays it back to Siuu. Siuu turns around Bruno Fernandes, then plays it to Abdul Samed. It's a wayward pass given away to João Felix. Played to Bruno Fernandes, now on the right-hand side here with Gonçalo. Played back in a 1-2 with Bernardo Silva. Plays it to Ronaldo. Back now on the right-hand side to Gonçalo. Good ball whipped in, but it misses everybody. Portuguese players a little bit too deep there. Now João Felix just outside the box. Plays it to Bernardo Silva. Out to the right-hand side and Gonçalo. Oh, and that's chipped over the bar there by, I think it was Otavio with the effort in the end. Yes, it was. It was just a little touch past Barber, and he went for the chip over the goalkeeper. It would have been audacious, that one. And in the end, it was badly executed. Ball forward for Ghana down the left-hand side. There's a yellow card been shown here against Kudus. I think as he battled for the ball, he's caught Gonçalo, not the ball, and has been booked for that. We've entered at a time now as well. No sign of how long has been given just yet. Well, 15 seconds into it now. Two minutes shown. With 30 seconds into it, though. Portugal in safe possession here in their own half. Bernardo Silva sweeps it to the left for Ruben Neves. Down the left wing, past the halfway line we go. And there's a nice overlapping run here from João Felix if he can get there. He's tripped the defender, and the free kick goes Ghana's way. As he tried to get in behind Amati there. And he made an almighty mistake of it. Got the coat. First minute of added time over. 1 minute left. Minimum, of course. Long ball up towards the Portuguese box and headed back to the goalkeeper. 30 seconds of added time remain. from Portugal. Ghana will be very pleased if it stays like that for 90 minutes. Some good pressing from both sides, though. Neither team's keeping hold of possession. Speaking of which, Ghana try and play it out from the back here. Fernandes blocks the clearance. It lands to Ronaldo. He drops it out to the right-hand side. Fernandes now decides whether or not to put the ball into the box, then tries to play it short, and it's intercepted by Abdul Samed. It's out for a Portuguese throw-in. Throw-in taken short, and it's a 1-2 back to the throw-in taker, Bernardo Silva. And now it's all the way back into the centre circle with Danilo. Now Ruben Dias with a run forward, drops it to João Felix. He plays it across the edge of the attacking third to Bernardo Silva. And now Bruno Fernandes drops it to the right-hand side for Gonçalo. Again, a poor pass, and it's picked up by Kudos. Spins past Fernandes, who tries to win the ball back, drops it back to Siuu. Siuu switches it across the edge of the 18-yard line. It's picked up by Amati. Amati cuts in field, comes to the edge of the centre circle, turns and drops it back to Juku. He plays it out to Siuu on the right-hand side, being closed down by João Felix. Drops it to Amati. Amati, nice triangle play there, linking up with Kudus. And then Siuu is pulled down. That should be a booking for me, because that's cynical there from, I think it was Guerrero. It was Otavio, in fact. Didn't see a card shown. So the free kick is taken short and goes across to the left-hand side of the box. And now on the left wing, it's swept forward. First touch. If the flag stays down, it's a decent ball, this. But Ayew couldn't quite get there. And Ruben Dias gets the ball away. And as they look to break here, Portugal, there is a booking shown now. And it's against Ayew, I believe. It is indeed. It's just a sweep of the legs there. It was Otavio as he was looking to break away in the centre circle. And Ayew just swept the legs away from the Portuguese man. Receives a booking for his actions. Portugal get us back underway. It's played across to Ruben Dias, who strides forward towards the halfway line and goes past, plays it to the right-hand side here for Gonçalo. That's a nice run in between two Ghanese players. He then takes a tumble to the ground. The referee waves play on. He'd lost possession of the ball there. And Ghana now with possession. Here's Kudus down the left-hand side. Abdul Samed tries to feed in Andre Ayew. The flag goes up. Ruben Dias was there first anyway. The flag was against him. Excuse me, here come Ghana on the left-hand side. Let's try and play the ball in. It's Williams on the left of the box, but he's blocked out and can't get the ball into the box. Portugal now have possession, and they're giving it away, trying to play a cross-field ball, and that's been picked up by Siuu. Keeps it in play, waits for options to arrive. Oh, it's a beautiful touch to go past his man, and he's left Ruben Dias for dead. Plays it across the other side of the box. It's over everybody. Williams will try and keep this in play, but can't. And then he gives away a free kick because he tries to hold it. It's Baba, in fact, trying to hold Bruno Fernandes as he looked to counter-attack. Ronaldo coming in from the left-hand side. There's a slight knock on him from Siuu, and he jumps down as theatrically as we're accustomed to seeing with Ronaldo. Wins the free kick and immediately he's fine. Free kick taken, comes to Ronaldo, loses the ball. What a waste of time that was. The clearance lands to Bernardo Silva. Silva plays it out to the right-hand side, and there's a good challenge in there from Baba, and now Ghana can break away. They've got shirts forward here. There's options left and right here. They go to the left-hand side. Here's Baba again. And Kudos. So 1-2 with Semed. Semed now plays it down the left-hand side again. There's a little bit of space here for the cross. It's chipped in and headed behind. And it's out for a corner. And Salo, the man turning it behind, turns to the referee to appeal why that wasn't given. Seven and a half minutes into the second half. Still Portugal showing absolutely no creativity, no real desire to make a run in behind. Everything's very safe, conservative. Dare I even say negative play, perhaps, from Portugal. Ghana with a corner. And it's played in from the left-hand side. It comes to the edge of the 6-yard box. The aerial battle is won by Portugal. It comes out to the edge of the box and will be hit straight back in with the volley wide. And never troubling the goalkeeper. Siuu was the man with the left foot volley. Swung at it. Went through the body of bodies, if you like. And wide of the near post. Portugal hits it straight up from the goal kick, and it's headed away comfortably by Ghana. Picked up again though by Portugal in the middle. They look to play a quick ball out to Bruno Fernandes. It's Otavio with an overhit shot once again. Over the top, and that is a comfortable one for the goalkeeper to get there. Great end-to-end though now. This is another one hit forward here by the goalkeeper, and Portugal at 6s and 7s here have struggled with that, and now Ghana have won a free kick on the halfway line. That all happened very quickly, but the goalkeeper, after the overhit ball over for Bruno Fernandes, hit it straight up, and Portugal's goalkeeper came surging out of his box and only just got to the header before Williams. And then Azayu picked up the loose ball looking to try and start something. He was fouled just shy of the halfway line in Portugal's half. Ghana now get us back underway once again. A bit dispossessed here, that's poor. And now there's a chance here for Cristiano Ronaldo into the box one-on-one. He's taken too long, the defenders are back. He's at a tight angle, tries to play it across, and again it hits the defender, and the chance is gone. And the question before the game was whether all of the media circus around Ronaldo would affect Portugal, and they said it wouldn't. It certainly seems to have affected Ronaldo. He's been very poor tonight. Ghana break down the left-hand side. Kudos through the middle, takes a touch to the left, goes for goal from distance. It's just wide of the far post. I think it was probably covered by the goalkeeper. Decent effort, but it curled just wide of the far post. 55 minutes gone. Still wait for the deadlock to be broken in this game. Breaking play here. There's a little bit of attention being given to Otavio. I think he's going to be substituted, in fact, because he seems to have been struggling with something, and William Carvalho will come on in his replace. That made no sense at all. He's replaced him. He's come on in his place and replaced him. Portugal gets back underway then. It's played to the left-hand side here for Guerreiro. 6 minutes gone now. Portugal in more of a 4-3-3 in the second half, with Fernandes and João Felix at the side of Cristiano Ronaldo. And there's in the middle of the park with Silva to his right and Otavio was to his left. See whether that changes with the substitution. It's Bernardo Silva on the left-hand side, passes it past the halfway line to João Felix. He's taken out as he plays it back, and that's going to be a booking here, I think. Yes, and the Ghana player is not happy about that. And Siuu goes in the book here. And it was a little bit late. And he's just knocked into the knees of João Felix after he played the ball there. Ghana players are still arguing this. Portuguese players are arguing. I think there's been something off the ball. Yes. Now that is interesting. So the Portuguese players are saying that there needs to be a red card here for a headbutt. VAR assumably will check this. And João Felix is down holding his nose. But if you watch the replay in slow motion, João Felix puts his head in first, albeit softly, and then I think it was Amati, the man, who then headbutts him back. Just waiting to see. In fact, I don't think it is, because Amati's speaking to the referee right now. No, I think it's actually Siuu, who'd already been booked. And this could be worrying here for Ghana, because he did react. I would argue that João Felix should be booked for instigating that. I mean, in theory, it's a red card. If you, by letter of the law, if you put your head towards an opponent, anything from the shoulders up is a red card. Now, strictly speaking, João Felix is then red carded. Now, Siuu reacts and does the same back, and albeit perhaps more forcefully. I was watching it again, and João Felix goes in and puts his forehead on the forehead of Siuu, and Siuu then basically just sweeps his head down over his nose. So he doesn't actually put his head forward, he just sort of puts it down. And the referee's had a word with him and not taken any further action. And I think that's probably sensible in this, given the situation. I think to send them both off would be silly, but at the same time, letter of the law, strictly speaking, that's 2 red cards. It's interesting that there wasn't many appeals from the Ghana players to say, well, hang on a minute, what about João Felix? And it was also interesting that João Felix, when he did it, Siuu responded by doing it back, as if to say, come on then. And when he did that, João Felix just flopped to the floor. Siuu could have done the same, of course, and perhaps triggered a red card there for Portugal, but emotions got the better of them both there. Sensible refereeing, in my opinion. We are now back underway. Ghana have won possession back, and they've given it away at the edge of their own box, and that is dangerous here. And Bruno Fernandes has messed it up and lost possession here. Excuse me, he's won it back though. Now it's played out to Bernardo Silva on the right-hand side. He's lost out to Baba. That's a great challenge there to keep hold of possession here for Ghana. Nice little 1-2 with Abdul Samad. They try and play it down the right. It's a good block, and the ball goes down the right here for Portugal. And that's another good challenge here from Siuu. Although Bernardo Silva felt it was a foul. And it looks like Ghana are going to make some changes themselves. There's a foul here to Ghana as they cleared the ball. Williams went up for the header. Gonzalo adjudged to have fouled him in the air. An hour gone, still goalless. So we are now back underway in Portugal with safe possession. Plays to the left-hand side here for Danilo. Goes right to the touchline with Guerreiro. Plays it down the left, looking for Felix. Felix has got the back heel on, and you felt Portugal were looking for, and they've got a penalty. When I saw that ball in, I thought they're looking for contact here, and Cristiano Ronaldo is the best in the business at fooling referees into giving penalties. VAR will check it. And it's typical Ronaldo. It's what you'd expect. He's come across the box, and it's the lightest of touches, and he's gone down. I'm convinced that Siuu gets the ball here. I'm absolutely convinced this should be overturned. And Ronaldo has wasted what would have been a decent goal-scoring opportunity, trying to get the referee to give a penalty. This is not a penalty, in my opinion. Siuu gets the touch on the ball. The ball's on the left-hand side. Ronaldo comes from the right of the box, cuts across the box, tries to get the touch ahead of Siuu, and as soon as he feels the contact, goes to ground. I'm absolutely certain that Siuu gets the first touch on this. He prods it away. I'd like to see it again in slow motion. The referee's organising the box. I can't see any suggestion here that this is being looked at in any great detail, but I'm astounded that this has been given, because I feel, and we saw a slowed down version, not particularly slow, just slightly slowed down, but I maintain it looks as though, to me, Siuu gets the touch to put the ball away for a corner, and then Ronaldo clashes knees with him. The ball's away from him. He's not even touched the ball. I'm absolutely convinced that this should be overruled, but I can't see any suggestion that VAR are getting involved in this. It looks to me as though we're about to have the penalty taken any second now. The referee and Ronaldo lock eyes. The whistle goes. Ronaldo does his stuttered run. Goes up to the ball, puts it in the back of the net. Top left corner. Keeper went the right way, but it was over him. And it's in the back of the net. They don't deserve to be ahead. I don't think it was a penalty. But Cristiano Ronaldo from the spot has given Portugal the lead in the 65th minute. Portugal 1, Ghana 0. And I am truly astounded that the referee wasn't asked to look at the monitor for this one. It's a great penalty, but it should never have been given in the first place, in my opinion. And I'm happy to be corrected, but I've just had a quick look on social media, and it looks as though that is the overriding opinion of fans on Twitter, is that was not a penalty. So we are back underway, and Ghana need to be brave now and see if they can cause an upset here. They don't deserve to be behind. Nobody's deserved to score, really. It's been a very poor game in that respect. 66 minutes played, though, now, and we do have a goal in the game. It's a long ball hit forward here from Ghana, looking to try and see if they get the ball to Andre Ayew. They can't. It's headed away, but Kudes will pick this up and play it to the left-hand side. And Baba tries to come in field. He slips as he's playing the ball, and the ball is given away. It's won back very quickly, though, by Ghana. And now played out to the edge of the D, and it's a long-range effort. It takes a deflection. The goalkeeper keeps this in play, though. have had a change. Siuu, who was obviously involved in that awkward moment, shall we say, has been replaced by Lamperty. And he was, of course, on a booking, Siuu, as well. Here's Ghana, though, with a sustained spell of possession, looking to try and carve out an attack. It's played down the right-hand side. It's wayward at best. And it's out for a Portugal throw-in. Just hearing that the VAR decision was based around the fact there wasn't anything concrete for them to say that there was a mistake made. So it's this whole clear and obvious argument once again. So my understanding is that it probably wasn't a penalty. But nonetheless, because it wasn't a clear and obvious error to say that was a poor decision in real time, they weren't asked to check it on the monitor, which I think is daft. Well, that's my opinion on VAR. Regardless, Cristiano Ronaldo, controversially, has a record-breaking another goal in a World Cup. It was 5 consecutive something anyway that he's done. What can Ghana do now? How can they respond? There's been a little bit more tempo to their play since that goal. We're now in the 70th minute of the game. Ball played out to the left, overhit again. The range of passing hasn't been great. Mbappe was never going to get to that one. Portugal play a long switch ball to the left-hand side, looking for João Felix. Lamperty is just to have fouled him there. So it's a free kick to Portugal, 5 yards inside their own half. Midway between the touchline and the centre circle. It's taken short and quick to the left-hand side. And Guerrero just playing it back to the kick-taker Danilo. It's now switched to the right and now back into the centre and left again. Portugal looking to just try and wear Ghana out here, stretch the legs, find a gap to enter the final 20 minutes. João Felix had made a great run there and asked for the ball, but Portugal again, as they have done all game, playing negative, playing defensive, playing safe. I remember when Portugal won the Euros not too long ago without scoring, I think, one actual goal outside of penalties. It was the first year of the third place playoff system, and they finished third, and they went through in the playoff system, and they basically kept winning penalty shootouts in 0-0 draws to get to the final, and somehow won it. And we're going to see something similar again, because they've not looked like scoring today, truth be told, and it was a dubious penalty that has given them the advantage here. Portugal throw-in here, received by Bernardo Silva. Drops it to Danilo, who swings it out to the right-hand side of the pitch. Just shy of the halfway line here, Portugal. Ruben Neves turns it back to Gonçalo. Danilo plays it through the middle. It's a first touch ball. He's trying to be clever there, João Felix, to put it out to the winger. And he's given the ball away, and now Ghana with a nice 1-2 can come forward here. It's played to the left-hand side, and Kudus has a bit of space for the shot. Oh, it's a great shot. It's a great save. Controlled that beautifully. It's set up for the volley, and he hit it like a bullet towards the goal. It wasn't in the corner per se, but the control on that was phenomenal. And the goalkeeper palmed it in front of him, let it bounce, and then gathered. Real palm stinger there from Kudus. And if that had gone in, when it set up, I looked and thought this could be one of the best goals in the World Cup history, or a real embarrassing moment, but it was the former, nearly. Kudus in the box though now, lovely long ball to him. Oh, there's a chance here and it's all one! Oh my word, what's happened there? Out of absolutely nowhere, Ghana have equalised. Oh, it's fantastic, and it's Portugal's fault, really. That came out of absolutely nowhere. Portugal clearing their lines from that bullet of a shot. And it's a ball in from the left. It's gone through the defender's legs, bounced in the 6-yard box, and been stabbed home by Andre Ayew. Need to watch this back. What happened here? Oh, and that is football injustice. It's played to the left-hand side. That's it's a great ball. And the defender just makes a mess of it. It's a ball that's just cut through the defence. Kudus gets there, looks to play it back to Ayew. It bounces off Danilo, straight into his path, and he just stabs it home. It might even be an own goal here for, I think it's Guerrero, who slides in. Ayew's claiming it, and I don't blame him. And I don't think Guerrero's going to complain either. And what a moment that is for the travelling Ghanese fans. And that is nothing short of what they deserve, because Portugal did not deserve to go ahead. And I'm certain it was not a penalty. And to be behind to that, Ronaldo criticising his teammates, he did nothing there to help. And we are back underway, and it's Portugal 1, Ghana 1. Ghana come forward again here. Here we go. Japan, Saudi Arabia, Ghana. 74 minutes played. The attack comes to nothing, by the way, but they look lively. And Portugal, they haven't done anything apart from the penalty, which is dubious at best. They haven't created anything. Ghana have. Portugal have looked lackadaisical. They've looked tired, perhaps. They've looked disinterested. Ghana haven't. They've played with enthusiasm and energy. They've not played with a lot of ability, but they've given it a go. And I would say going into the final 15 minutes, when you've got a team that's up for it and energetic and making movement and runs against a team who've just sat back and been lazy and negative, we could have a shock on our hands here. Portugal in possession though, just inside the Ghana half. It's chipped over to Danilo in the centre circle. Takes a step forward into Ghana's half. Guerrero on the left. And now Bruno Fernandes plays it infield. It's Ruben Neves back into the centre circle with Danilo. Carvalho to the right to Bernardo Silva. Bruno Fernandes on the left once again. Carvalho in the centre circle, plays it to the right, and again, nothing much happening here for Portugal. Then a long speculative ball into the box. It's too high for João Felix, and rolls out for a throw-in on the far side. It looks like we're going to have another substitution here for Ghana. Might even be a double change, this. Kudus, who's had a really good game today. He's picked up that booking, of course, but he's done well in the middle of midfield today. It looks like the other Ayew, Jordan Ayew, is going to come on. Andre Ayew is going to make way as well, so he's just going over to Partey to give him the armband. It is a real mess, this, for Portugal. Just watching that goal back again. Ruben Dias is all over the place to give Kudus the space to put the ball in. And then Danilo, it just threw his legs. There's a Portugal change here as well, so bear with me here. So Andre Ayew and Kudus, both replaced by Jordan Ayew and Bukhari. is the double change for Ghana. Portugal are making a change as well. Ruben Neves is going to come off here. Just has a chat with his Wolves teammate Jose Sa as he makes his way off the field. Who's going to replace him? You would assume Portugal are probably going to put on someone more attacking minded than the holding midfielder. Although he's got a goal in him. Oh, it's a great ball here on the right-hand side for Portugal. Oh, it's 2-1. João Felix made it look easy. And that's the first time Portugal have played a really attacking-minded, forward-thinking ball. And it's in the back of the net. This game has come alive since the penalty. Rightly or wrongly given, it's changed the game. And now it's Portugal 2, Ghana 1. And again, it's just out of nowhere. What a pace this game's been played at now. Nothing happens, and then suddenly everything happens. Partey chips it forward. The header on, looking for Ayew, is intercepted. Carvalho plays it across in the centre circle. They'll check it for offside here. It's tight, and it's such a beautiful threaded ball through. And João Felix on the right-hand side of the box puts it in between the oncoming defenders and the goalkeeper. A little bit of dink on it, and it bounces into the far side of the net. It's absolutely lovely finish. It really is a beautiful finish. And that is what I was expecting to see from him today. He's been very quiet. He's been further wide than he'd like, I think, as well. Being forced down by the ego of Cristiano Ronaldo in the middle. From what I've seen today, I'd be dropping Ronaldo and putting João Felix right where he wants to be. I'm still waiting to see. Andre Ayew, interested, I'm just watching the replay now, is still hugging his teammates and celebrating his equaliser when the Portuguese goal went in. And he muted those celebrations, it's fair to say. And it's Leao who's come on in replace of Neves. We've had confirmation of that now since the goal. Again, a player who I felt probably should have started this game. Certainly should have come on sooner. But it's 2-1 to Portugal now. Might not be needed. Ball into the middle for Partey. Chips it on past Carvalho as he came in. Great slide challenge from João Felix to win the ball. Now here's Bruno Fernandes running towards the Ghana defence. There's three of them back. He plays it to the left for Leao. Oh, it's a beautiful finish at 3-1. Well, will the flag be up for this one? It stayed down for now. I think he was onside. And that's game over now. Portugal with a quick fire double after Ghana's equaliser. And the panic for Portugal is over. And it just goes to show everything revolves around Ronaldo, but he has been poor today. The real standout players, when they've been given a chance in front of goal, have come to the fore, and they've done very, very well. 80th minute, Portugal 3, Ghana 1. Partey played it into the middle. And it was Ayew who gave it away. Didn't realise Felix was there. He slid in. Bruno Fernandes spearheaded that, running forward. Plays it to the left. Oh, it's tight. Just watching the still now. It's very tight indeed. But there's no suggestion that anyone's overly concerned about the offside. And tight doesn't mean off, of course. It's a lovely first touch, side-footed finish with the right boot, across the goalkeeper and into the bottom corner of the far post. Portugal 3, Ghana 1. Andre Ayew is a devastated figure in the dugout. He thought he'd rescued a point for his nation, and he got a hero's reception when he came off the field. It looks like it's going to count for nothing. Although you can never take that away from a player, he scored a World Cup goal. An equaliser against Portugal, no less. Portugal back in possession here, and again they look rejuvenated now. They're doing what they should have been doing from the first minute here, Portugal. They're actually playing forward. They've won the throw-in. In fact, it's Ghana who won the throw-in. It took a touch off Leao. Portugal now actually looking like they want to try and win the ball back. There's some determination there that was lacking at 0-0 and even at 1-0. That's a foul surely there on Ghana. Leo's just pulled his Ghanese counterpart's arm and spun him around. The free kick will be taken. Well, it was a couple of yards inside the Ghana half, but they've thrown it to the other side of the halfway line. The ref's not noticed, and play continues. And it's a long ball to the left-hand side. It's a heavy touch from Mbappe to keep it in play, given away. Then Portugal give it away again. Carvalho manages to just about win it back. That's surely offside here, but the flag stays down for now, and Ronaldo's in here, and it could be 4. It's a great save from the goalkeeper, and then the flag goes up. And then there's that grin again from Ronaldo that everybody's wrong but him. And he is a good yard, if not more, offside. But he doesn't score anyway. It's a great save from the goalkeeper. Sadly for the keeper, it won't count. Doesn't really matter, but nonetheless, it was a great save. It's Partey. Is it forward for Siuu? Kari to Lamperty, tries a 1-2. It's a good slide challenge in from Diaz to stop that one. And now Portugal again have got numbers forward and they can break here, and it's a great ball out to the right hand side for João Felix. He tries too hard and he goes for a little back heel round his man, loses the ball, goes to ground claiming he's been fouled. Referee waves play on. João Felix is still down, and then the referee stops play because João Felix is holding his nose. Oh, there's a little... It's one of those again, we see them all the time in the modern game, as they're both running for the ball, because he's a foot shorter than Siuu. Siu's running away from the ball, he's moving his arms as you do when you run. You don't stay static by his side, of course. The arms just sort of caught him on the cheek, and he's gone down holding his nose. It wasn't his nose, it was his cheek. The referee did point to his watch straight away to say, I've paused the clock. We'll give this player some attention, as he has to do, because it is officially a head injury, of course. And now play is back underway. João Felix is still on the pitch. And it looks like Portugal are readying some substitutions themselves. Here's Partey, plays it into the centre circle. Out on to the left-hand side. Now ball forward looking for Siuu. It's intercepted though by Bakary. Bakary again, forward for Jordan Siuu. Intercepted. Portugal in possession once again. 85 minutes gone. Portugal 3, Ghana 1. Ball through, looking to try and split the defence for Ronaldo, but it's not the best ball. Ghana back in possession. Bruno Fernandes was just down on the floor and he's got back up to help with the defending here, but he's limping around. Didn't see what happened there because it wasn't on the ball. Ghana in the centre circle here, played out to the right hand side for Lamperty. Now Amati. Still Amati, goes past the centre circle, plays it to the left for Siuu. Long ball swept in from the left and headed away comfortably, and it's straight to a red shirt in the middle. It's Bruno Fernandes, who immediately plays it out to the left hand side for Leo because he doesn't want to run with that. He seems to be struggling with something. And Portugal now just toying with Ghana, just passing it round, running slowly, making Ghana do all the work. Leo 1-2 with Ronaldo. Fernandes tries to flick it in, gives it away. Ghana try and counter-attack, but Danilo is there to get it away. Now Fernandes on the halfway line. Drop back to Ruben Diaz. Gonzalo. João Felix. It's back in the Portugal half here as they just pass the ball around. Danilo plays it into the centre circle for Bruno Fernandes. Chipped out to the left for Rafael Leao. It's a poor first touch from him, and it bounces out for a Ghana throw-in. We will now have a triple change here for Portugal. Bernardo Silva, João Felix and Cristiano Ronaldo all make way. None of whom have had a great game today, apart from that moment for that goal for João Felix. He's looked good. In the last 10 minutes, João Felix has played well. Bernardo Silva's been quiet, Ronaldo's been poor. And before his goal, João Felix hadn't done a lot. Palhinha, Mario and Ramos all come on in their place. Throwing taken here by Portugal, and there's a little triangle by the touchline, just not to get between each other. Ghana eventually break it up and move with the ball. It's out on the right hand side now for Ghana for a throw in. Yeah, that stat I brought you earlier, half brought you anyway, where I was on about Ronaldo breaking a record, and it is indeed for scoring at 5 consecutive World Cups. He's the first to do so. A chance here for Ghana though, down the left hand side. It's a nice ball looped in. Oh, and it's in the back of the net. It's a lovely header. Bakari has got one back here for Ghana, and he's urged to get back in position because in the 89th minute it's all to play for, and that's a lovely goal. Portugal just switched off there. Ball down the left hand side from Amati. And it's a great ball in. It really is. I think it's Williams who puts the ball in for him from the left-hand side. And on the far post, he's got a free header. And he just puts it in, Bakari. Nice and easy. Simple as you like. Back of the net. Nobody marking him. Portugal 3, Ghana 2. And he taunts Ronaldo with his trade book celebration. Oh, there's some dramatics going on here again because there's a concern now from Portugal that momentum has swung, and so there's a little bit of a kick out here from Danilo, and then there's a little bit of afters, and there's a bit of pushing and shoving going on here, and the referee's getting involved and pushing the Ghana players back, telling them to go away. And now there's a separate load of handbags behind the referee. The referee wants to have a word with Williams of Ghana, and he's whistling the other side of the pitch for one of the Portuguese players who's disappeared out of the referee's thinking. The referee, who has managed this game very well today when it has been heated, he's bringing the two players together to have a word. I think it's Williams and Danilo he wants to speak to here. He's telling the other players to go away, and he's dealing with these two really well. He's just put his arm around both of them and had the chat, given them both a booking after having a word. They both walk away without complaint. Danilo initially fouls Williams. Williams then is forced to fall back on Danilo. And then Danilo, there's just a couple of little niggles there. And then Williams lashes out, he turns round and gives him one back. So the referee, I think, again, he's done well here because it's very easy to send the Ghana players off for reacting, but actually he recognises that, you know, the Portuguese players have started both of those incidents, the one earlier and this one. 9 minutes has been shown at a time, one of which has been played, but will probably be replayed. Free kick goes into the edge of the box, it's headed out. Chance here though for Ghana at 3-2. Can they nick a point here? I say nick, it would be a deserved point. Ball comes back into the box, it's headed out. Both teams appeal for it, but it's Portugal who get it. It's a goal kick. Williams and Danilo both having a bit of an argument here. although I say argument, doesn't look particularly heated. I think they're both just still saying, actually, it wasn't my fault. And the other one saying, no, it wasn't mine. We are now going to have some more changes. And it's Ghana's turn again to see if they can influence the game from the bench. It's Kylian, the first change coming on. We're back underway here before official confirmation of who's gone off. 2 of the 9 added minutes played. Ghana down the left-hand side once again. Here's Jordan Ayew. Nice curling run to get round his men. Tries to play it through. Danilo slides it away. Abdul Samed has come off. Semenyo and Kylian both on. Who's the other player to make way? I'll try and bring that to you, but there's another little problem here. It's actually 2 Portuguese players though. It's the goalkeeper and one of the defenders. The referee's ran all the way over to point at his watch and blow the whistle in their ear to say, get a move on. Three minutes played, 6 minutes minimum of added time still to go. I would estimate we've got at least 7 left to play. Long ball hit forward here by the Portuguese goalkeeper. Header flicked onto the left-hand side, helped on its way by Leonel. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Goes down the left-hand side, he's clipped, and it's a free kick to Portugal. Still waiting on the confirmation on who those 2 changes were. We've seen one of them, of course. But while I was looking, I've seen there's 4 yellow cards so far for Ghana. And they'll be struggling if they do manage to get through the group. Well, the group stage yellow cards, of course, will be rescinded. But they could struggle in the 3rd game if they carry on like this of the group stages. Ball out to the left-hand side here for Leao. He struggles to take the ball down. 3rd time lucky though, and he comes towards the edge of the box, cues up the shot, plays it across the box, and it's a good slide to block the ball. It was Siuu in the middle with that vital block. And Ghana can now try and move away down the right-hand side. Bakari with the ball. Oh, there's a push on the goalkeeper there. I don't think anybody saw that, but VAR will probably check it. It was a long ball forward. The goalkeeper got there first. I think the referee did see it. He played an advantage and is now given the booking, unless that was for somebody else. Ghana's still in possession, but the goalkeeper was just bundled over there for Portugal as he cleared the ball. We have now had confirmation. It was Joku replaced by Semenyo on 92. Bruno Fernandes was booked, by the way, just a moment ago. And Kylian on for Abdul Samed, both in the 92nd minute. That's 5 changes for Ghana. 5 of the 9 added on, gone. Here come Portugal down the right-hand side. Ball played into the middle, chipped over, looking for Leao on the left-hand side. It's found him, takes a touch, steadies it, goes for goal, and it's blocked in the D. And now Ghana can try and break themselves. That's a good challenge in the middle there to win it back for Portugal. Bruno Fernandes, nice little dinked pass to help it on. Here's Guerrero. 5 changes apiece, all 10 subs used in this game. Bruno Fernandes tries to cut in field, and the ball's put out of play by Semenyo, and it's a Portugal throw-in. Guerrero will take the throw-in, and it's level with the 18-yard. Oh, it was before he moved, level with the 18-yard line. He's gained a couple of yards. He's thrown it in short. Played back to Fernandes, 1-2 with Fernandes again, who boots it against Lamperty to win the throw-in. Guerrero again with a throw-in. From short to Bruno Fernandes. Ball towards the box, cleared away, picked up again though by Portugal. Ghana finally get the ball back. Possession between the 2 sides here. It's again with Portugal. Fernandes. Nice little short ball there And eventually finds Danilo. A chance to try and whip this one in. There's a potentially foul here. And he's picked the ball up, so it's either a handball to Ghana or a free kick. I think it is going to be a free kick to Portugal. It was Ramos who won that one. Only 7 of the 9 added minutes gone. Portugal have a free kick. It's a few yards in front of the corner flag. Bruno Fernandes whips it in. The goalkeeper saw it late and just pushes it out to the edge of the 18-yard box. Ghana can break away now on the left-hand side. The ball's slightly behind the winger though. He has to come back towards his own goal. Played back to Amati. Down the left-hand side for Baba. Takes a touch past one, but then goes straight into the next Portuguese defender. Wins a throw in though. 90 seconds left. Plus any added time. And it's a speculative effort. Hits the roof of the net. Throw was taken short. And Bakari, clearly feeling confident after his goal earlier, just decides to go for it from a tight angle. I think it was actually a bad cross, to be honest. There's 2 players arrive, and I think he's just hit that one a little bit too close to goal, and it's gone over the bar in the end. It nearly crept in the top corner. Into the final minute of the original 9 added on. 99th minute of the game. Throw in here for Portugal, just past the halfway line. It's thrown down the line and flicked on by Leonel, and it's out for a goal kick. To the final 30 seconds. Ghana will look to pump this one forward, see if they can get a last gasp equaliser, which would be nothing short of what they deserve in this game. How there's been
myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs.